Simon was a spy. He had been one for many years, and he was very good at it. He was always one step ahead of his enemies, and he always managed to get out of the most dangerous situations. One day, Simon was sent on a mission to infiltrate a top-secret government facility. He knew that it would be dangerous, but he was determined to succeed. He made his way into the facility and began to gather information. He was careful not to be seen, and he was able to get what he needed. Just when he was about to leave, he was caught. He was taken to a room and interrogated. The people who captured him wanted to know what he was doing there. Simon refused to talk. He knew that if he talked, he would be killed. The people who captured Simon tortured him. They tried everything they could to get him to talk, but he never gave in. He knew that he had to stay strong, or he would never see his family again. After days of torture, Simon was finally released. He was taken to a remote location and left there. He was exhausted and injured, but he was alive. He had survived the trap, and he had gotten out with the information he needed. Simon returned to his superiors and gave them the information he had gathered. The information was vital, and it helped to prevent a major disaster. Simon was a hero, and he was awarded a medal for his bravery. But Simon's story didn't end there. He was still haunted by the experience of being tortured. He couldn't sleep at night, and he was always looking over his shoulder. He knew that the people who had captured him would never give up, and he was afraid that they would come after him again. Simon decided to leave the spy game. He couldn't handle the stress and the danger anymore. He wanted to start a new life, a life where he could be safe and happy. Simon moved to a small town and started a new job. He made new friends, and he even started dating. He was finally starting to feel like himself again. But one day, Simon's past came back to haunt him. The people who had tortured him found him, and they were coming for him. Simon knew that he had to run. He packed his bags and left town, but he knew that they would never stop looking for him. Simon was on the run, and he didn't know where to go. He was scared and alone, and he didn't know what to do. But then, Simon remembered something that his father had told him when he was a boy. His father had said that when you're in trouble, you should always look to the stars. Simon looked up at the sky, and he saw the stars. They were so beautiful, and they gave him hope. Simon knew that he had to keep going. He had to find a way to stop the people who were after him, and he had to find a way to start a new life. Simon kept running, and he kept looking to the stars. He knew that he would find a way to survive, and he knew that he would find a way to be happy again. Simon's journey was long and difficult, but he never gave up. He eventually found a way to stop the people who were after him, and he was able to start a new life. He found happiness and peace, but he never forgot the importance of hope. Simon's story is a reminder that no matter how bad things get, there is always hope. If you keep going, you will eventually find a way to overcome your challenges and achieve your goals. However, Simon's story doesn't end there. Years later, Simon started to have nightmares about the people who had tortured him. He would wake up in a cold sweat, his heart racing. He couldn't escape the memories of what had happened to him. One day, Simon decided to confront his demons. He went back to the place where he had been tortured. He stood there for a long time, just looking around. He remembered the pain and the fear, but he also remembered the strength he had found to survive. Simon took a deep breath and walked away. He knew that he would never forget what had happened to him, but he also knew that he was not a victim. He was a survivor. Simon's story is a reminder that we all have the strength to overcome our challenges. No matter what life throws our way, we can always find a way to survive.
If you like our story, please like, share and do subscribe to our channel.